Oh. We got it. Okay, well, that was sufficiently embarrassing to be a part of. Wait, is the mine not broken? That would be a first. Ruh-roh. No. Oh no. I know what I need to do. Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Suit Survival. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 28. There's a few things we need to talk about. First off is I made a mistake last episode, and it was brought to my attention by a user named SnowTS. They explained to me that by adding the speed mod so I could break the atmosphere, it kind of nullified one of the big parts of this whole playthrough, which is the heavy gravity. By adding a mod that just lets me get away with it, it kind of takes away some of the challenge that was part of this whole playthrough in the first place. And I guess I just got so caught up with the idea of getting to space that I lost sight of that. And so I appreciate you, SnowTS, taking the time to kind of explain that to me and help me remember that, because I mean, you're right. What the whole point of this playthrough was to be challenging, and if I get rid of one of the key components of that challenge, then it just doesn't feel right. So I have taken off the speed mod, and if we're going to get the Seeker up to space again, we're going to have to add more thrusters. That's just the name of the game. And I should have done that in the first place, and so I'm sure some other people probably felt similarly, and I agree. I took a shortcut, and I need to undo that. In addition, just some other fun stuff, because you know me, I love mods. I took off the speed mod, but I did add two new mods. One is I added the rotary airlock mod because everyone has been screaming at me to do so. Not actually screaming, they've been kindly suggesting that I get the rotary airlock mod, and so I did. So that'll come in handy later. And I also added one of the featured mods for this week, which is the EDP door pack, because I'm a sucker for decorative mods, and these look super awesome, really well modeled. I specifically love the hatch door. This thing is so cool, so I hope to find good use for that. And then, I mean, these doors are so well modeled, so cool, and they're glass, so you can see through them, which is also super awesome. Anyway, so that's the mod housekeeping out of the way as a sandstorm rolls in. So let's talk about the to-do list. Here's the thing. This has been on here for so long that it really doesn't mean anything to me anymore. So if we'll probably end up putting most of it back on later, but I'm going to kind of run through some of the stuff that I want to do today. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to update the Seeker. And there are three kind of main things that I want to do. First, I want to switch the wing lights. A lot of people commented in the last video that I put the lights on the wrong sides, and that's my bad. So I will switch those, easy peasy. Next, I want to add the more thrust, so that way we can break atmosphere and get to space without cheating. And then obviously, to make sure that we have the right amount of thrust, we need to do a test flight. I also want to redo the Seeker timers and sensors, which also should be pretty easy. It's really not necessary to do it, but I want to see if it will work. What it was recommended to me is that my initial setup of it senses it and it comes down, and then when it unsenses it, it goes up and away, would have worked if I would have just had the sensor detect subgrids as well as small grids. And so I liked the way that looked rather than having it do two separate stages. So I'm going to try to do that. Next up, we need to fix Andronio. I think I have an idea that would work with that. I think that it's just having a problem docking because the connector is recessed. And so I might do half blocks or something else like that. But a couple people have commented in previous videos as to why that might not be working. And so I have a couple ideas on how I could fix it. And then if we get through all of that stuff, I want to start designing more industrial cargo mules, because the next part of this playthrough is us kind of leaving our starter area and going to the other side of the planet to start getting ready to leave Helgen, go up, build the space station, and then working on the bases on the other planets. Whew, lots of stuff. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. And also get started by saying thank you to all the patrons. You are the best. So I want to edit this thing in the pressurized part, so I actually have to go up there and create a little area where my ship can actually get onto the platform. Okay, now we have a little area where we can get onto the platform. So I'll go grab the seeker and then we'll make the necessary adjustments. Alrighty, so here's the idea. I'm thinking what I need to do in order to make this work is I probably need to have 3 of these large thrusters instead of just the one and then the 2 smaller ones. Or I guess 4 smaller ones. So I think what I'm gonna do, it does kind of change the dimensions of the back a little bit. I'm pretty confident we can't go to space this way, but I'm gonna give it a go. I haven't tried. So before I try to quote unquote fix it, why don't we see if we can do it with a little bit of piloting maneuvering. All right, let me grab the spectator. Alrighty, let's test this out. My assumption would be I can't break the atmosphere, but I haven't tried, so why not? Why not give it a go? Well, I'd say that, yeah, I can't. I don't have enough thrust. Well, that's unfortunate. That like caused it to not be able to do like anything. Bummer, dude. All right, well let's how do I fix this situation? I might be too far from the base to make it with a run, but let's give it a go. I think it's funny that of all the places, we had to slide into just some random hole. I don't think we're gonna make it. Bummer, dude. What the heck? Why did I stop losing health? Helgen just bestowed a gift upon me. I have no idea what's happening right now. but apparently it is warm now, and so I'm not losing health. What the heck? Oh, oh my gosh, it's raining. The timing on that is so incredible. Oh man, I'm not even as bummed that I crashed my ship. I mean, I'm bummed, but like I cannot believe the timing on that. How epic. Oh, and now I'm taking damage again? What the? I don't understand. All right, how do we want to go pick it up? I don't think a turtle could lift all of that. The funny thing is, I think the only thing that has the thrust to be able to lift it would be this thing. So I guess that's what we're doing. I just need to put a, like, attachment thing. All right. Okay, now I just need to put the mag plate on the bottom right there, and then let's go get him back. I don't want to, I mean, I could just probably more easily print another. Uh-oh. Oof. Ooh. I did not think that my little dude had enough thrust to push this thing down. Okay. Ooh, that could have been bad. Anyway, what I was saying is I could just print another one, but I really don't want to because number 1 is special. All right, let's roll. Well, that rain was short-lived, but I'm not mad about it because it would have probably been harder to do this if it kept raining. All right. All right, let's take him home. My ship is not pumped to be on a grid like that. Man, it's just freaking out down there. It's gonna go off the edge. Okay, I'm gonna grab it and I'll just put it on the voxels. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it in its docking station, so I'm just gonna drop them over here and then we'll do some maneuvering with something else. Oh, well. Dang it. Okay, so far things are not great, but that's okay. We can fix it. That's the issue with the skid, is that it just likes to go wherever it wants to. Um. What to do? What to do? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. It should still have battery power, so I'm going to throw a projector on there and bring my welding ship over here and try to see if it can fix the internals. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna need somebody to explain this to me, because I was confused while I was recording, and now I'm even more confused while I'm editing. If you look right here, I have the ship on, all of the thrusters are on, all of the batteries on auto except for the broken ones, and the stockpile on my hydrogen tanks is off. Now, if you compare it to this other picture of when I crashed and I couldn't get my ship to respond, all of the same things are true. The ship is on, the hydrogen thrusters are on, the batteries are on auto, the ones that are not broken, and the stockpile is off. If my ship was working, I would not have gone in the hole in the first place. Anyway, if you have an answer to this question, please let me know in the comments, because I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to do the original plan, which is to have, oh, you know what? You know what could work, actually, instead of that? All right, let's try this. Let's see if we can get back into the garage with the thrust that we have. And then, instead of using one of the turtles, because it doesn't have a whole lot of inventory to repair something like this. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, might as well wreck it some more. Classic. Oh, we got it. Graceful. Let's just get in here, and there we go. We're locked. Okay, that was quite an ordeal. Okay, now let's close the door. And instead of using a turtle that has limited inventory space, what we'll do is we'll just put a welder on this thing and have it on an arm, and we'll just weld everything back up. Okay, well that was sufficiently embarrassing to be a part of. So I think I might skip over most of that and just let you know my brain is just not on today, and it took me quite a while, and then I just finally was just like, you know what? 4 welders without any rotating, moving parts. That's what we did, and now I have a button to toggle these on and off. Now, clearly, we learned that we do not have the thrust to be able to get off this planet. So, now that we are a good amount of time already into the episode, let's fix this thing. Okay, that took way longer than I meant it to. I think I'm happy with the result. The ship isn't quite as sleek as it once was, but we do have immensely more power. So I think we should wait till morning, and then we'll do our test run. That being said, I am going to take it to its docking station, which should still work, maybe? Because I didn't move the wheels, and I didn't make it any longer. Yep, still works. Oh, and I guess while I'm here, I could also just switch over the light colors. There we go. I switched them. And I guess the last thing I need to do on the ship is reset the racing stripe. We can't not have a racing stripe on here. Sweet. There we go. I really hope this thing can make it to space now. That would be a real bummer if it couldn't. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do now that I have to wait till it's daytime and for the storm to clear, is I'm actually gonna switch this door out for a rotary airlock, one of the new blocks I just got. Because everybody keeps telling me how awesome they are, so might as well give it a go. Let's see how truly awesome it is. I will be honest, the model is really cool looking. You got me there. Oh, and you can do corner doors? It's sick. Okay, alright. Maybe this is the real deal. Okay, let me try it. Okay, alright, fine. I submit that is the coolest door I've ever used. I will, yeah. Wow, that's very nice. What have I been doing with my life? And, oh, okay, alright, I see you. Let's do a sensor. Okay, ready? Check it out. Now we're outside. And now we're inside. And I don't vent it every time. Okay, this is... I don't know why I waited so long to make that happen. Okay, so we added more thrust and we switched the wing lights. So now all we gotta do is test fly it. And it looks like the sun is coming up soon. And the storm's been going on for a while, so I assume it's gonna be done soon. Which means we'll try to fly again. I should probably blueprint this new version. Alright, storm's over. And it looks like the sun is coming up, so let's go take a trip. Hopefully to space, hopefully not to death. Alright, as the dawn breaketh, we ride. What a lovely view. All right, I think we've proved the concept that we can now get out of the atmosphere. Let's head back down. Right around here is where I should start picking up the atmospheric. I will say, without the speed mod, it is a lot easier to control the drift of this thing. All right, let's actually get a little bit closer to the base. Ooh, little sketchy landing, but all good. Now that I have landed successfully, I can tell you that I did not blueprint it before I left because I am a fool. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now it is blueprinted. Ah, man. That door is awesome. All right, we have done a test flight and we are good to go. We added more thrust. We switched the wing lights. Done. Okay. Let me redo the seeker timers and sensors. It should be pretty quick, and then we'll work on Andronio. Okay, what? Hold on. Stop. So now it doesn't sense me. Should sense me. Drive away. So now if I come back, that. Okay, if I drive away. Okay, yeah, that solved it. All I needed it to do was also sense subgrids, and now we're good. Now it should be more reliable too, because sometimes I had it so the rotor was tucked away while it was retracted and all that stuff. So this is a lot more streamlined. Easy peasy. That took all of like less than 5 minutes. Whereas the other thing took way longer. Okay, the time has finally come for us to fix Andronio. So I think, oh man, I love this door. I think that the way that we're gonna do it is I'm going to I actually need to go set it up anyway because it needs to charge. So let's go over there and have it charge up. Why is the mine not working? I should just always assume that the mine is not going to be operational. So when I come over here, I bring the welding ship because right now I have the grinding ship. All right, let's see what's broken. You're good. Good. Weird. It looks like all of the pistons over here are done. Or looks like they're good. Do not understand. Well, let's move Andronio back to his spot and then let's figure out what's going on with the mine. Classic. It wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, maybe it was kind of a big deal. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I lied about it not being a big deal. I lost like all of my internals. I'm like a skeleton turtle right now. Okay, let me fix it before I try to do any other stupid stuff. This is so dumb. Come on, get the... okay, how about over here? Alright, I think we're alive again. Alright, let's try to do that maneuver again. Alright, there we go. Okay, now it's set to recharge. I think I broke something again on this ship, so I'll go bring it back to the welding wall. I guess everything's fine. Alrighty, what's going on up in here? It's auto-paused. Wait, is the mine not broken? That would be a first. Let's see. Oh, maybe I've used half of my inventory. Most of it is gravel. It's actually kind of funny walking through this base again. I've just been kind of meandering for a few minutes because it's weird. Like, this was where we spent so much time, and now we rarely come back here. Our poor welding monstrosity setting up the towers. All right, well, I guess I'll make another cargo container. Maybe that will fix it, perchance. All right, there's 2 more large cargo containers. Let's recompile and see if the mine is working, because it didn't look like anything was damaged on it. Okay, it looks like it's good to go again. Oh, and I need some food. Yeah, it's working. Sweet. And when was the last time we were in here? Oh, the memories. Do we not have any food? Oh, yeah, we go. But not very much. Ruh-roh. What do we need to have in here to make the stuff? Yeah, we need to make more algae soy product. And I thought we did that in here. What, do I just need water? Oh, items allowed. Nutrients, drinking water packet. Okay, do I need to produce nutrients? Nutrient solution? Oh, we don't have any nutrient solution. I wonder if that's like the key to this whole thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we were just out of nutrient solution. All right, well, hopefully that keeps going. Ah, man, so many memories. That was the first time our mine wasn't actually broken, which is a miracle. So I am happy about that. All right, well, I'll let Andronio charge up a little bit more. Why don't we go back to the other base and start planning out our bigger cargo ships. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is, before we even build our big cargo ships, I'm going to take the Seeker and we're gonna go find a suitable location for our next base on Helgen. So just so you know my thought process, I want to fix Andronio because I want to figure out what's wrong so I can make sure that doesn't happen again. So that way I can build these really big ships and I can have them ship much more cargo over to our other area. Yeah, so let's take the Seeker out. This will also be good to give us like a general idea of how long of a travel is going to be. Because now that we don't have that speed mod on anymore, this is going to be quite a trip. Alrighty, let's go. So that's interesting. I just learned something a little bit. So in order to break the atmosphere, you can only be going 100 meters per second, right? And so if you are going at an angle and then you try to go up into space, you're still carrying that angular momentum that you had, and so you can't max out your speed going up. So we need to make sure that whenever we try to leave the atmosphere with the plane, we have all of our momentum going perpendicular to the planet rather than at any angle. Otherwise, we're never going to get out of the atmosphere. Kind of interesting. Learn something new every day. All right, now I'll set up a little bit of cruise control with the thrust override. Dang, man, I'll tell you what. One thing that we really need... See, this is why we're doing this. One thing I think we really are going to need is a way station to refuel, because it takes a lot to get out of the gravity of this planet. Dang, yeah, I don't know if I have the fuel to be able to make a trip all the way to the other side of the planet and back. Well, the more you know. Luckily, when you're hurtling towards the planet, you don't need to use your thrusters, so that is a good benefit. Alright, coming in for a landing. Oh, well, I lost one of my back thrusters, but other than that, we good. I did put a bump in my runway though, that's a bummer. Alright, let's do a quick drive to the welding wall in the garage. Oh, apparently it was more than just the thruster. But looks like I got everything. Okay, I gotta be honest, man. I'm kind of at a loss for what to do next. Because, like, we want to get to the other side of the planet, because that's where we need to build our next base. But getting there is going to be such a long trip. And I don't even know if it's worth it to have drones going back and forth. So it seems like what would need to be done is to just honestly just head there with a refinery, an assembler, a pressurized location with a medical room. I mean, and essentially start over, which is kind of funny to think about. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the move. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try one more time to fly the Seeker over to the other side of the planet to see how actually difficult that would be. Instead of I tried to leave the gravity well last time. This time, I'm just gonna stay in atmosphere, set my thrust to override, and I'll have it just like only be enough to keep me in the air. And then we'll do that. Okay, let's go chase the sun. All right, well, I have been flying long enough to know that it is safe for me to take my hands off the keyboard. So, yeah, I can just AFK fly for a little while. So, gives me some time to ponder. There is something weirdly zen about this right now. Okay, so here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to a point where I can see both Caldera and Europa, and then I'll know I'm about where I need to be for the new base. But I have a contingency where if I get to 60% of my hydrogen, then I'm gonna stop and turn around because I don't want to get stranded. I think somebody recommended that I put an H2O2 generator on here, and I think that's a good call, especially for like long treks like this. Because Helgen is covered in ice, so if I ever get to the point where I feel like my hydrogen is too low, I can just pull over and grab more ice. It's kind of fun to fly with this field of view. I have 40 on instead of my usual like 75. It looks kind of interesting. Less interesting in the cockpit. I mean, it's cool, but well, actually that is pretty cool. Looking down is pretty fun. I can see my house from here. Dang, I still can't see Europa. And we are getting pretty close to our limit right now. Hey, there it is. All right, we hit 60. So let's go to this ice lake over here. I'll mark it as like this is the farthest that we got, and then we'll turn around. Oh man, I'm really glad I didn't screw up that landing, because that would have been pretty awful. I have it marked, 60% fuel right there. It's time to go home. I am gonna be honest, I was really hoping that the sun would have wrapped back around by now. Alas, it does not look like it has. This lake has too many potholes in it. I need to go to a different lake. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I landed that. I could barely see anything. And I still have my camera set to 40. Oh man. Okay, so despite that mission actually being successful, it was too close for comfort on a few of those things. One, we almost ran out of fuel. We finished the mission with 7 out of 100% in the tanks. Not great. Second, flying this thing at night, the flying isn't bad. Landing at night is awful. So I need to find a spot, something like right here. I'm gonna do a spotlight. All right, there we go. That'll be my landing light. Still, the preference would be to not land at night, but at least we now know how close we are. All right, I'm gonna sit here and think for a second. Okay, after much contemplation, oh wow, so much so that the sun's coming up. Nice. I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to just build a huge ship that I can put all of the turtles on and put the Seeker in as well. Because now that we've established our new win condition, these bases, even though they're super awesome and I really like them, are kind of irrelevant for our long-term goals. I shouldn't say that. They're not irrelevant. All the resources that we have and everything is all from these bases. So we definitely needed them to be able to create the mega ship that we're about to create to kind of launch us into our new area. Well, you know what? Here's the question. Do I need to bring the ships, or because I have them blueprinted, I could just print them when I'm over there? I can't decide. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to build a ship that has a pressurized location. Here, let me write this down for myself. No. Oh no. I know what I need to do. I'm writing these things down, right? Pressurized area, medical room, assembler, refinery, reactor, and I look across the way and I see this, and then a little bit further I see that. The crawler already has most of these things. I just have to reconfigure it, take off the wheels, and turn it into something that can fly. Oh, how the turntables have turned. What was once my enemy may now be my salvation. Also, I need to head back to the other base to get some food. I just left it here to die, and yet turns out we still need it. All right, well, this is gonna be our ship. I'm just gonna take off the hydrogen tanks, and I'll probably move the containers, and yeah, we'll just move some stuff around. Alright, I think this is probably where I'm going to stop for today, just based on the hours of footage that I have, but this is where we're going to pick up next time. I don't know what we're going to call this new thing, but it is the Crawler no more, and I'm kind of excited about the way that it's turning out. Because I always liked the cockpit of the Crawler, it was just the rest of it I didn't like. But I'm excited to mess around with this new giant hallway connector. I think that'll be fun. And then I have an idea. What I want to do is underneath here. Instead of having these blocks come out here, I'll have it stop, and then and I'll maybe like reconfigure. Maybe I'll push these a little bit further forward. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But my idea is in Halo, the Pelican has like that back part that you can attach things to, so it can deliver like a Scorpion to Master Chief. And I want to do that kind of thing where I have some connectors facing down, and I can grab the Seeker and connect it, and then it'll just be on the back. I think that would be pretty cool. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to No Suit Survival. Feels weird to do the sign off not in the base. Thank you so much for tuning in to No Suit Survival, and we'll catch you next time.